Jonathan Taylor. Let's just talk briefly about what this means for him. I've seen people say, it doesn't mean anything. It's a completely different situation. No, look, what it does is, for Taylor's agent, it bolsters the idea that he's worth more than whatever someone would want to pay. You're always looking for objective facts you can use to justify your argument. Why does your client want $15 million a year? Why does your client want this? Why does your client want that? Well, Josh Jacobs just got this, and it's more than anybody thought he was going to get. So as a data point for running backs, that helps Jonathan Taylor as we work toward this soft, non-binding deadline of Tuesday for a trade to be done. So it actually may keep a trade from happening, because it could be just enough that he says to the Dolphins or whoever is at the table, this is what I want. And they say, sorry, Mark Davis can do that, but we can't and we won't.
Right, exactly. And so, it does maybe set things up, for a Colts long-term deal, right? But I don't think it sets up anything else in the trade market for that would be positive for Jonathan Taylor, because as you look at it, this is still a running back that's coming off an injury-marred season. And, whether or not he's healthy, he's not been medically cleared according to Shane Steichen, and he remains on the physically unable to perform list. As, things are getting cut down to, 53. We'll see how the Colts do this on their roster in the next couple of days before 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. But that's the situation as of right now. So I don't see how the Josh Jacobs deal would be good for Jonathan Taylor in the trade market, because maybe it's, kind of like you said, if I'm a team and I'm the Dolphins or any other team, and I see that, and that's kind of the floor probably for what a deal for Jonathan Taylor would be, I don't know that I really want to do that. And I don't know that I want to give up a premium pick for somebody in that position who was not healthy last year and then has to come in and then be the running back. I don't know that all of that adds up to me really wanting to make that kind of deal at this point. But also, if you're the Colts, then you can say, all right, well, I guess that's probably the floor for what eventual deal we may be able to come up with, as we turn things forward. But they don't necessarily seem to want to do that right now, at least based on the fact that Jim Irsay telling Stephen Holder of ESPN that they hadn't even made a contract offer to him yet. So I don't know.
And again, the longer you wait, the more expensive it's going to get. I feel like what the Colts had wanted to do, finish the rookie contract, tag him once, tag him twice, let him go. They did that with Edgerrin James. They traded Marshall Faulk in lieu of giving him a big contract. It's kind of been the organizational way under Irsay. Irsay's the common thread back to 98 when they traded Marshall Faulk, early 99 to the Rams. So that is, I think, what we're looking at here, this analytics concept of don't overpay a running back and you can always find another one. Irsay's been doing that before the term analytics was even hatched, for crying out loud. So I think that's what they were trying to do. Whether or not they're going to be able to pull it off, we'll see. And if they don't trade him, he's under contract for $4.3 million. Will he say, I'm just going to go out and I'm going to bust my ass and I'm going to have a big year, try to stay healthy, and we'll see what happens next year. That may be all he can really do to maximize his earnings next year, but he's putting a lot at risk playing for 4.3 and playing hard this year, because you get an injury and all that's gone. Franchise tag doesn't happen. Long-term deal, either from the Colts or someone else, doesn't happen. But the Jacobs deal puts him in a position to plausibly and credibly expect more than whatever he expected last week, but it could be the thing that just keeps any deal from happening with the Dolphins, another team, or the Colts. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.